Hey there. Reading from Margaret Atwood's collection, Good Bones and Simple Murders. Her story, Murder in the Dark. Here we go, Murder in the Dark by Margaret Atwood. This is a game I've played only twice. The first time I was in grade 5. I played it in a cellar, the cellar of a large house belonging to the parents of a girl called Louise. There was a pool table in the cellar, but none of us knew anything about pool. There was also a player piano. After a while, we got tired of running the punch card rolls through the player piano and watching the keys go up and down by themselves, like something in a late movie just before you see the dead person. I was in love with a boy called Bill, who was in love with Louise. The other boy, whose name I can't remember, was in love with me. Nobody knew who Louise was in love with. So we turned out the lights in the cellar and played Murder in the Dark, which gave the boys the pleasure of being able to put their hands around the girl's neck and gave the girls the pleasure of screaming. The excitement was almost more than we could bear. But luckily, Louise's parents came home and asked us what we thought we were up to. The second time I played it was with adults. It was not as much fun, but more intellectually complex. I heard that this game was once played at a summer cottage by 6 normal people and a poet, and the poet really tried to kill someone. He was hindered only by the intervention of a dog, which did not know or could not tell fantasy from reality. The thing about this game is, you have to know when to stop. Here is how you play. You fold up some pieces of paper and put them into a hat or a bowl or the center of the table. Everyone chooses a piece. The one who gets the X is the detective. The one who gets the black spot is the killer. The detective leaves the room, turning off the lights. Everyone gropes around in the dark until the murderer picks a victim. He can either whisper, "You're dead," or he can slip his hands around a throat and give it a playful but decisive squeeze. The victim screams and falls down. Everyone must now stop moving except the murderer, who of course will not want to be found near the dead body. The detective counts to 10, turns on the lights, and enters the room. He may now question anyone but the victim, who is not allowed to answer being dead. Everyone but the murderer must tell the truth. The murderer must lie. If you like, you can play games with this game. You can say, the murderer is the writer, the detective is the reader, and the victim is the book. Or perhaps the murderer is the writer, the detective is the critic, and the victim is the reader. In that case, the book would be total mise en scene, including the lamp that was accidentally tipped over and broken. But really, it's more fun just to play the game. In any case, that's me in the dark. I have designs on you. I'm plotting my sinister crime. My hands are reaching for your neck, or perhaps by mistake your thigh. You can hear my footsteps approaching. I wear boots and carry a knife, or maybe it's a pearl-handled revolver. In any case, I wear boots with very soft soles. You can see the cinematic glow of my cigarette, waxing and waning in the fog of the room, the street, the room, even though I don't smoke. Just remember this, when the scream at last is ended, and you've turned on the lights, by the rules of the game, I must always lie. Now, do you believe me? That's one of my, Margaret Atwood is my favorite writer, and so that is just one of many, many, many things that she's written, and I think it's just amazing. And I have text of it in any class that I'm going to teach that you can access. I don't really want to explain it. It's not exactly a story. It's more of of kind of a creative nonfiction piece that goes into metafiction, sort of, but it's sort of like a story. It's a very strange thing because she's like inventing new forms of writing, basically. So I hope you liked it. Murder in the Dark by Margaret Atwood. Thanks for tuning in. Bye-bye.